Oh, did you find out?
A young woman came to my office. She said she wants me to leave you because she wants to get married. I can't believe it anymore.
Really? Man, it's so hard to be attractive.
Are you serious?
Don't complain just because I cheated on you. If you don't like it, why don't you divorce me?
What?
But if you break up with me, it's you who's in trouble.
What are you talking about?
The moment you let go of me, the wealthy man and the next president of the company, you're going to fall into the bottom of misery with the kids. Oh, you poor thing.
Why do you assume I'll be unhappy?
If you leave me, you'll have to leave this luxury mansion too.
You'll take away my place to live.
Not only that, you're gonna lose your job too.
What?
The real estate company you work for now, I'm eventually going to be the president. Then I wouldn't be stupid enough to keep my ex-wife employed.
But you had an affair, so if you divorce me, I'm going to charge you alimony.
Then I'll give you that old furniture in my office.
That old thing?
My dad bought it a long time ago. It cost about $1 million. $1 million is enough, right?
I bet the used price is low.
To tell you the truth, it was too big and a pain in the ass. Maybe I'll send it to your parents' house later.
What will happen to me?
I don't care. Anyway, I'm not going to pay a penny if it comes to divorce. If you want to go to court, go ahead. But if I keep refusing, you'll have to pay for the fees. Do you have the money for that? I don't think you can afford to go to court when you are going to lose your job.
But...
Oh, and I forgot to mention that if we get divorced, you'll be $500,000 in debt too.
What do you mean?
Actually, I have a $1 million debt.
What? I never heard that.
Because I didn't tell you. Why would I tell you that? Are you stupid?
You're the stupid one. 1 million debt. Why did you borrow that much? Didn't you say the other day that you were making money in stocks?
I was making good money until last month, but the stock market crashed recently.
So you borrowed money?
So I bought another stock with all my assets and tried again, but it didn't work out.
You said you had assets of about 1 million, right? And that's gone to zero.
Yep, I went into debt to make another fortune in stocks.
I'm getting a headache.
Don't get me wrong, the debt is temporary. I'm going to use the money to buy new stocks and make another fortune.
It's not going to be that easy.
I plan to pay it off soon, but if you're divorcing me, we split this 50-50.
Why would I do that?
Don't you know? That's a part of the property division.
No way!
It's written on the lawyer's website, I'm sure of it. If you still want to divorce me, I'll do it. But remember that you'll be unemployed and in debt for the rest of your life.
No way! I can't stand it.
I know, right? If you don't want to go to hell for being dumped by me, at least allow me to cheat on you.
This is too much.
Where the hell are you?
Why are you texting me at this time?
Where's my dinner?
I didn't prepare any dinner.
You've got to be kidding me. You're not a good wife if you don't prepare even one meal for your tired husband when he comes home.
Does that mean you've been working all this time?
I've been playing with women. Do you have any problem?
Yes, a lot. You were tired of playing with women. Do you want me to cook dinner? You've got to be kidding me.
What the hell? Do you want me to divorce you?
Why do you keep talking about divorce? Are you threatening me?
I'm serious. I even have the divorce papers filled out and ready to go in the desk drawer in the den.
Oh, I found them the other day when I was cleaning.
I can dump you anytime I want. I can easily send you into unemployment and dead hell with just one mood of mine, you know? Now what? You're freaking out now that you know how serious I am?
Actually, I feel relieved.
Huh? You're saying you don't mind being dumped by me?
You're the one who's getting dumped. I've already filed for divorce.
What do you mean?
I mean what it says.
Do you understand what I said? If you divorce me, you'll be in debt.
You've already filed for divorce. Why are you acting like that now?
No, it's not like that. I'm being realistic. I feel sorry for you that you're going to be in debt.
Then don't worry. If you're talking about property division, I've spoken to a lawyer.
Did you even go that far?
If it was just a living expense loan or something, but this time you created the debt on your own, right? That's not subject to property division, according to the lawyer.
So you're saying I'm supposed to repay the $1 million by myself even after the divorce?
Yes, of course.
But I saw on the internet that the debt is part of the property. That lawyer's a liar. He's lying to get you divorced just so he can trap you in debt.
Why would a lawyer do that? It's not you. Are you stupid?
Enough. I'll divorce you or whatever, but you're fired.
That's exactly what I'm going to do to you.
What do you mean?
You're fired as of today.
Why?
Because going out to have fun during working hours is generally considered inappropriate for a responsible working adult. You've been absent without notice frequently, which provides ample reason for termination.
I'm the next president. You can't do that.
No, I'm the next president.
What?
2 months ago, there was a meeting with your father and senior management to discuss the new president, right?
Yeah, that one. I didn't need to be there. Didn't they end up talking about making me the president?
How can you be so confident after doing such an insane thing? It was an important meeting, but you were so busy playing slot machine that you didn't even come to the office, right? That's why your father got so mad at you.
My kind dad?
I showed him our conversation and he was furious.
Are you serious? Don't show it to him. I mean, there's no way my dad would get mad at me for something like this. My dad was sweet to me and forgave me no matter what I did.
Until now, he's been willing to tolerate a few things just because you're their only son. But he couldn't entrust the company to someone who would do something like this.
So they made you, who is not related to my blood, the next president. That's crazy, right?
Basically, there's no legal problem with anyone becoming the successor. He appreciated my diligent work at the company until now.
You're just a mere clerk.
What? You thought I was a clerk?
You don't know anything about real estate and you don't have a license.
I have a real estate license.
What?
I am a real estate agent. To put it simply, a real estate transaction specialist.
Don't be so proud of just that. You're just an ordinary employee.
I've been the head of the sales department since last year.
Seriously?
You haven't been coming to the office properly recently. It's only natural that you don't know anything about it. How dare you claim to be the next president of the company when you don't even know what a real estate agent is or how an employee works? We don't need an employee who doesn't have any qualifications and who skips work to go to casinos.
Why does my father think so highly of you? I don't understand why he spoils you. You are just my wife.
I've worked hard and got results. My sales are top in the company right now. I even got my real estate license after I joined the company, in between raising my kids and taking care of the house.
I had no idea.
I'm sure I told you about the license.
I don't remember.
You don't listen to people too much.
It's not funny that I lost my job instead of taking over. And I'm in debt.
What happened to the stock market?
I told you they crashed.
But you even borrowed $1 million to try and fix it. You were so confident, but that doesn't mean it didn't work out, right?
That's...
Is there a problem?
Actually, the new stock I bought crashed again.
You really have no skills for that.
Don't talk like that. I did my best.
Then why didn't you stop gambling and cheating?
I know, but...
Your inability to know when it's time to quit is another sign of your lack of skills. Why did you get into it in the first place?
I just went into a casino on a whim. Then I easily made $2,000.
That's what they call beginner's luck.
Then I felt good, went to a strip club, and surprisingly all the girls wanted me.
I think you're mistaken. They just thought you were a good customer.
That's not true.
You told them that your father was wealthy and owned a company, didn't you?
Well, I talked a little bit just to keep the conversation going.
The woman you had an affair with who came to your office the other day was also a stripper, wasn't she?
But she likes me with all her heart. She's in love with my personality. Don't mix someone who's only after the money with my girlfriend.
His property is mine, or give me the title of the wife of the president. That's what she said to me, and it's related solely to money, right? She definitely didn't fall in love with you because of your personality.
That's not true. I'm a handsome man too.
Well, I guess, but recently your forehead has been getting bigger and bigger.
Don't say that. I'm insecure about it.
Whatever. I'm going to charge you alimony and child support, so be prepared, okay?
Oh, what about savings?
Oh, maybe you're expecting to get a share of the property still?
I know you have a large amount of savings, don't you?
You haven't been contributing to the living expenses lately, have you? I haven't been able to save any money.
What? No savings?
To be honest, I'm barely making ends meet.
Don't lie, you were working too. It's funny how that happens, isn't it? You've been secretly saving up money behind my back, haven't you? If we're getting divorced, you better know that I won't forgive you unless we split every last bit of that secret savings.
First and foremost, that luxurious mansion we were living in, the maintenance costs were incredibly high.
Huh?
The pool requires a professional for cleaning, and the garden is spacious, not to mention the several trees we had planted, right? We also had to do regular pruning and other maintenance to avoid causing any inconvenience to the neighbors, so it cost a decent amount of money.
That's why you don't have any savings?
Well, I have some, but it's for next year's property taxes. It's not actual savings.
Then I'll sell the house. Then I will get a chunk of change back, even if you pay all the bills.
I'm with your father right now, and he would never allow you to sell the house for that reason.
If it was given to me, it's mine now. Let me do what I want with it. I don't care if my dad says he won't allow it. It's my house, so there's no problem if I sell it off.
Well, there is.
Why?
Because he didn't change the name.
What?
We were just paying the property taxes and upkeep on the house so we could live in it.
What? I didn't know that.
You proposed it, didn't you? You asked for it because you really wanted to live in the mansion, and this is how it turned out, right? Don't tell me you didn't hear about that too, or that you forgot about it.
You're kidding, right? I never said that. I don't remember.
I can't believe you don't remember everything. In the beginning, you were the one who put in the living expenses, so I was able to get by. But it's been tough these days.
Then wait for the payment until my dad goes to the other side.
Don't tell me you're using his inheritance to pay for it.
If I inherit everything from my dad's estate, I can afford to pay you.
Oh, now your dad is really angry.
Why?
You said some pretty crazy things, so he has every right to be pissed.
But it's my privilege as the only son to receive the inheritance.
The rest of the assets will be given to a trusted relative while he's still alive.
What?
I won't give my stupid son a penny, he said. When I told him I was divorcing you, he said, well, then I'll leave my stupid son too.
You're kidding, right? Leave me? My father wouldn't do that, right? Hey, please tell my dad that I'm sorry about the company and everything. He wouldn't disown his own family, would he?
You were talking about the inheritance paying for alimony, and now you are questioning family bonds? That's really funny. Your father is getting angrier and angrier. Oh, but I can settle the alimony with that chest, you know?
That old chest is fine?
Yes, that's fine.
You know, you're an amazing woman. I've got to say, I'm impressed.
But I'm surprised that chest is worth $5 million.
Not $1 million? They bought that chest for $1 million, right?
I hired an appraiser to check the chest's value.
You did that?
I was just curious. And it's actually a historically valuable item.
Really?
And the appraiser said it's so rare and valuable that the price has gone up. If it continues to be in good condition, it may even increase in value.
Then that chest is mine. I'm not giving it to you.
Fine, but are you going to sell the chest and pay the fee?
No, I'll keep it until it jumps in value. So I'll pay alimony, child support and all my debts at once. Just wait a minute.
I'm not going to wait for something I don't know. Saying is the problem. Make this piece of trash man experience hell to the fullest.
Oh no.
After that, with the help of my lawyer and my father-in-law, I was able to claim $5 million for alimony in the form of a chest, and he agreed to pay child support in split payments. My ex-husband broke up with his side chick after an argument, disowned by his parents, and was fired from his job. The other day, I happened to see my ex-husband in town. Perhaps due to stress, the thinning on the top of his head and forehead has been progressing. He had lost all traces of his former self and had a pitiful appearance. I wasted no time, and in a few days, I managed to investigate my ex-husband's whereabouts, and I found out where he is. It seems he has ended up paying off a large amount of debt and is living in poverty in a shabby apartment. I haven't managed to collect any payment in child support yet, so I think I will consult a lawyer and file a claim as soon as possible. My marriage has come to a pitiful end. From now on, I will do my best as a parent so that my children can live happily.
I'm so sorry. I swear I will never betray you again, Jessica, for the rest of my life. I just got caught up in the devil. Would you forgive me?
Your father intervened, and I don't want a divorce or anything.
So you're saying you will forgive me?
I honestly don't know if I forgive you or not yet. I need some time now, so I'd appreciate it if you could leave me alone.
I'll stay at my parents' house until you feel better. Call me any time when you're ready for me to go back to our house.
Can I ask you something?
Sure, anything.
How long have you been cheating on me?
When did it start? A month ago. I met her at my favorite bar. It just kind of happened.
Really?
Really?
Darren, there's no good in lying.
What are you talking about?
Please don't give me any more heartbreak. I want to believe you.
So what are you talking about?
I know it's been going on for 6 months. This time, it wasn't just me who knew about it, but your father too. So he did some investigation about it.
My father?
That's why he got between you and me. Please don't lie to me.
The truth is it was my ex-girlfriend whom I met at a reunion a year ago.
She was your ex-girlfriend?
I mean, it was an ex-girlfriend that I only dated for 3 months in junior high school.
So this relationship lasted a year?
How much does my dad know?
I know where you've been for the past month, and I know who you've been seeing.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. For Jessica's sake, like my dad said, I even signed that I won't cheat on you anymore.
You mean the papers your father prepared for you?
I got scolded by my dad and my mom, and I'm so sorry. As the next president of my father's company, I won't do anything stupid anymore. I swear.
I know your father scolded you enough. I don't care anymore. But I need to get my mind right.
I understand.
You can't go back and change what you did. I guess it is what it is. It all depends on what you do from now on.
Of course. I'll live my life for you, Jessica.
Don't damage your father's trust anymore. I'll call you again when I've made up my mind.
I'm really sorry. I'll do whatever you want, Jessica. If there's anything you want, I'll buy it. I don't think you can forgive me for that. It's true that I hurt you. If there's anything you want, just let me know.
I've accepted your apology, so the rest is my problem. But what I don't want you to disappoint your father and the others. That's all.
All right.
Hey, Jessica, how are you doing? I miss you so much. Let's go out for dinner sometime. Hello, Rose. Sorry, I'm a project member of a big job now. I'm busy for a while. I know. It's a project that the president himself launched. It's a prestige project for the company, right? It's amazing what a career woman who works hard can do, isn't it? I can't be like you. You gave up being a naive woman and happiness to devote yourself to work. I respect you.
I don't mean to give up naive women and happiness. I'm just doing what I can and what I'm entrusted to do because I love my job.
But you are too devoted to work. You're married to Mr. Darren, but you don't have a single child.
Every family has its own circumstances.
You're married to Mr. Darren, the boss's son. He has to have an heir. It's not ideal wife.
By the way, how do you know about Darren, Rose?
Actually, I recently became Darren's secretary.
Secretary? Hold on, who's secretary? He doesn't need a secretary.
As the next president, he needs a secretary.
A person in the General Affairs Department doesn't need a secretary. Does that mean that you have been transferred to the secretary section? What do you mean?
I just became a secretary personally. The department is the same as when you were working with your seniors.
I'm getting more and more confused. What do you mean, personal secretary?
As the next president, you have to go to a lot of dinners, right?
You have to show up at other companies' parties?
You'll also have to interact with the young presidents of various companies.
What? What's that?
So, I'm personally undertaking the job, like dinners and social gatherings and serving as a secretary to attend them. It's separate from my general duties, maybe after working hours.
Wait a minute. Does that mean you're attending his drinking parties? Under the guise of being his secretary?
I'm a secretary in both name and reality. Mr. Darren pays me for my work as his secretary.
He pays you off?
But it's not money. I'm supporting the next president. I'm just happy to be able to play such a big role. I said I don't need the money.
Then what's the reward?
Like a fancy meal and other things? It's just a secret between Mr. Darren and me. You see, you are his wife. I just wanted to let you know.
I don't think he needs a secretary.
He's the next president of our company. He needs a secretary. If you're being like that, I feel sorry for Mr. Darren, who's working hard as the next president.
You feel sorry for him?
He's the next president of our company. He needs a lot of support. People around him need to encourage him.
Isn't that the role of a partner of someone at the top?
I don't understand what you're saying.
If you want to have dinner with other companies, the current president does that. The current president and his wife attend the parties of other companies. He is not going to these parties as a representative of the company. It's just a personal drinking party. He's not even supposed to be at the party. It's not his job at all.
You know what? You are not encouraging him enough. He'll be looking for another partner if you're being like that.
Look for another partner?
Oh, nothing.
He's in no position to talk about secretaries and dinners. Please don't encourage him too much about being next president.
You don't need to tell me that. I'll do what I think is right, as a supporter and partner of the next president. Well then, if you'll excuse me, please take me out to dinner when you get settled down with your big job.
Pick up the phone. What? I'm going on a trip. You said you were going on vacation with friends this holiday weekend, right?
I know you're on leave until next week.
I'm finishing up this big project that my father and the whole company. That's why I'm here. Please give the next president a break.
Your father is unconscious.
What? My father?
I'm in the cab heading to the hospital. You need to go to the hospital now too. The general hospital where your father is always taken care of.
Don't tell me that's why Mom called me 100 times.
That's right. I've been trying to reach you. You're not answering her call and you don't read any texts. Your mother was worried.
But I'm going on a trip. I've been looking forward to this day at work.
I know that, but your father is unconscious.
I understand.
I'm going to the hospital first. Hurry up and come.
Then I'll leave the rest to you.
What? Leave the rest to me? What are you saying?
If my mom and Jessica are there, there's nothing I can do.
What are you saying? You're his only son.
If anything happens to my dad, call me again. That's when I'll go from next president to new president. You know how busy he's going to be, right? I'm going overseas to stretch my legs before then.
Hold on. Do you know what you're saying?
It's time to board. I'll take care of the rest. I'm sure he will be fine. Well then, I'm off.
Wait, Darren. You better come back now. I'm telling you, this is for your own good.
That was a pretty comfortable 12-hour flight. I guess that's because I got excited and flew first class. So, how's my dad?
He's in critical condition.
Oh, really?
Yes, the doctor says worse things can happen tonight.
It's looking more and more likely that I'm going to be the president when I get back.
Was it really that important to you to travel overseas?
You could have flown the coop. We've got a big job to finish.
It's true that it was a project that was launched with the president's blessing. It was a big job for the company, but you weren't involved in the project as a member of the General Affairs Department.
I was watching it over as the next president of the company.
You just wanted to travel, didn't you? With your side chick.
What? What are you talking about?
Rose, who you say is your personal secretary, is the one you're cheating with, right? A month ago, Rose contacted me like she was trying to confront me. When I heard she was your personal assistant, I did some investigation. Then it was easy to gather evidence.
I didn't know you were doing that. I guess the project members on the big job weren't busy either.
Rather than your father, you prioritized your trip with her, and you have no idea where you stand.
Shut up. I'm the next president of the company. A president needs to broaden his horizons. That's why I travel abroad, to experience things. You're busy with work, so I go with another girl. What's wrong with that?
Did you lie when you swore you'd never cheat on me again?
I've been showing up at gatherings of young presidents and hearing all kinds of stories. He said, there isn't a president who isn't playing around nowadays. They all said that it's a president's role to spend money to make the economy go around. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do.
So you don't have any plan to stop cheating and traveling overseas right now, and you're not coming to the hospital? I gave you that advice for your own good.
For me? If you were really doing it for me, you'd shut up. I'm going to be the next president when my father dies. If you want to keep working for me, don't go against me, the next president.
I'm the next president. Huh?
Are you kidding me? Of course I'm the next president. I'm his only son.
Are you kidding me? Do you know how bad you are at your job right now? Do you have any idea how important your job is to the company?
Huh? What do you mean?
This project that the president has put so much effort into? You know that a number of people who are candidates for the next general manager or board member were involved.
Of course I knew that. I'm the next president, so I'm well aware of personnel matters in the company.
Then why didn't you let them participate in the project?
Because I didn't have to.
That's not true. The people in the company who were supposed to be good at their jobs, who are known to be good at their jobs, were all members of the project. The reason you are in there is because they didn't expect you to be.
No expectations.
Have you ever been involved in even one of these projects in the first place? Did your father ever teach you anything about running a company?
No, but
I have.
That's because you're good at it.
You still don't get it? That you're being kept away from the important work of the company?
Being kept away from?
Your father told me you're his only son, but you're hopelessly incompetent at your job.
What the hell?
I can't speak for myself, but I'm a good worker. I had results before we were married. That's where your father got you and me together.
It's true. My father introduced me to you.
In the future, I was going to make you a president position. I, who could do the work, was going to be in charge of the business. This was something your father and I had mutually agreed upon. I didn't care about being president or anything as long as I could do the work.
Wait a minute. What do you mean by that?
But a year ago, you had an affair. Your father couldn't do his job then, and on top of that, he was saddened that you couldn't do your job and had no morals or integrity as a human being. So your future as the next president was almost gone by that point.
Well,
So your father and I talked it over with your mother. We decided to give you a chance.
a chance?
You swore to me, right? You swore you'd never betray me again. We're going to run this company as husband and wife. If you don't keep that promise, you won't be the next president of the company. You'll be fired from the company and you and I will get divorced. I have this in writing and signed by you.
You don't mean that thing I signed back then?
You didn't check that important document carefully? As a business owner, you're required to check all documents before signing them. That's the point.
Then I'm not the next president of the company. So I'm fired and you're divorcing me? If you divorce me, you're not even related to my father, right?
I'm divorcing you, but I will get adopted.
Adopted?
My parents are dead. I don't have any siblings, so I have no problem being adopted.
You're gonna be adopted?
You'll be divorced from your parents. I'm going to go from being a stepdaughter to a legitimate parent and child in writing. And I'm supposed to take over the company on top of that.
Why are you so prepared for this?
After I realized you were cheating on me, I told everything to your father and discussed it with him. The adoption paperwork is almost complete. All that's left is for me to divorce you. Alimony from you and the woman you cheated on me with. And then I'll go about my business.
Oh my God. You're saying what's mine is now yours?
No, it's not, because you don't have any of it. You don't have the money, the ability to be the next president, the skills, the morals.
This is too different from the plan.
Plans?
When my father is gone, I'll be the next president. Dad's assets will be mine. I'll be free to come to work, take vacations, play around. Rose said that since I'm the son of the president, I should be allowed to do that.
Oh, I'm so disappointed. What did you see in your father when you were growing up that would make you think like that? As your father's president and manager, did he come to work, rest, and play as freely as possible? For the sake of his employees, for the sake of the company, for the sake of his family, he would have done everything he could anyway.
That's because he was the founder. As a second generation, I didn't have to work that hard.
There's no point in talking anymore. I have to attend the company's response meeting now that the president has fallen ill. I'll talk to my lawyer about a divorce in the future. This may be the last luxury vacation of your life. Please enjoy it to the fullest.
Hold on, Jessica. It can't be true that I can't even be the president. I thought I could be the president because I'm the only son. There are things I want to do and places I want to go.
From now on, please live on your own. When you cheated on me a year ago, I feel like I was an idiot for believing in you. It's only been a year and you cheated on me again, and it was with someone in the company.
Again, I'm sorry.
Your apology is unacceptable this time. Please feel sorry for yourself. I'm divorcing you, and you're fired from your job. Your father and his family cut off your parent-child relationship. Even if you were banned from your parents' house, I really don't feel anything.
Oh, no. Jessica, I'm sorry. If you will do this, I'll have no income. I won't have anyone to beg for pocket money. I won't be able to make a living. Jessica? I swear this is the last time I'll cheat on you.
Miraculously, Father recovered and returned to work, although he had to use a cane. I divorced him as we had agreed. I also charged them both alimony and kicked them out of the company. When he found out that he could not be the president, Rose left him immediately. He begged me to let him work at the company, but he quit the company when it was discovered that he had been having an affair during working hours. He's currently working part-time somewhere and trying to make ends meet.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video!